If I eat this, will I die?
You got health insurance?
We don't have that in Scotland.
Wait, did you eat it?
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, I thought you were just joking around.
We're here at the beautiful, if slightly ostentatious, main entrance to Ohio State University.
No, they wouldn't let us film there, the fuckers.
But we did speak to someone from OSU who said we could totally put Buckeyes in this beer.
Again, no. A scientist with a PhD categorically told us that Buckeyes were highly poisonous to both humans and animals.
This was supposed to be a whole segment. What are we going to do?
To be or not to be? That is the question.
I didn't know you were a Shakespeare fan.
Who's Shakespeare?
Making beer with nuts is actually quite common. Nuts impart a sweetness, an earthiness, and a beautiful mouthfeel to any beer.
Pecans, pistachios and chestnuts are commonly used in beer and have been for hundreds of years. But their oils are bad for carbonation and head retention, so most brewers rely on nut extract.
But the Buckeye nut presents an entirely different challenge. It's full of toxins, including glycosides and saponins, that cause weakness, paralysis of the muscles, and gastrointestinal distress to anyone who consumes them.
Which is a fancy way of saying pants disaster.
Who says we're not an educational show?
Ohio State University does. We've been over this.
Those guys are nuts.
Yep.
Welcome to a nut lover's paradise.
We're here at Coleman Tree Farms to find the perfect alternative nut to put in our beer.
If I was a squirrel, I would live here.
When we're done, do you know how we're going to pay for these?
No.
Cashew.
Founded in 1987 by his father, Joe Coleman and his family have grown the Coleman Tree Farm into a profitable operation that harvests thousands of pounds of mouth-watering nuts each year. Did I really just say that?
So what are you guys looking for?
Well, we're making a beer. We wanted to put a Buckeye in it, but apparently they're poisonous.
Just a little bit, yeah.
What do you call a Buckeye in a spacesuit?
Haven't a clue.
An astronaut.
We'll start off with the black walnut. That's my main crop. And this is a sparrow black walnut, which...
It didn't taste that good, to be honest, Joe.
Okay, I'm gonna hang on to this one. Okay. You wanna try to crack one of these?
Joe, 2 peanuts were walking down the street. One was assaulted.
And what can you tell us about this type of nut?
It's a real earthy, tasty nut.
It's got a real depth of flavour. I think it'd be really nice in a stout.
All right, well, we got a lot more to taste, so don't fill yourself up.
No, I can eat a lot of nuts.
This is a Yoder #1. It's a hickory. These are my best sellers and my most expensive.
So this is the good stuff.
This is pretty tasty.
Creamy, a little bit sweet. Nice texture in there.
A hican is a cross between a hickory and a pecan.
I've never heard of this type of nut before.
It's the favorite nut on the farm. Have at it.
Yeah. This is amazing, such a depth and intensity of flavour in here. If this is one of your favourite nuts, we've got to use this one in the beer. But it'd be good to use a blend, so maybe this one and the Buckeye nut?
A Buckeye nut.
I think it's just a myth that they're poisonous.
Okay,
So that's a Buckeye.
that's a Buckeye.
If I eat this, will I die?
You got health insurance?
We don't have that in Scotland.
Wait, did you eat it?
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, I thought you were just joking around. That was a chestnut I just gave you.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks just like a Buckeye, but the difference is that tip you pick up. You're not sure if it's got a pointy little tip, then it's a chestnut.
Okay, I hope that is an accurate way to identify the 2 different types of nuts.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, we are both in big trouble.
I think we would really like to use the hican and the black walnut in the beer.
They're not in season.
They're not in season.
Well, I'm harvesting green black walnuts right now.
What's a green black walnut?
Just an undeveloped walnut. The nut hasn't formed yet inside.
How do you harvest them?
Well, I'll show you.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Undeveloped green black walnuts are known for their unique love-it-or-leave-it taste. Harvesting them involves climbing really, really tall trees. The perfect job for James, who's embarrassingly, pathetically, absolutely scared to death of heights. Really, it's not pretty.
All right, fellas, this is the tree we're gonna be picking.
Okay, I'm scared of heights. I'm bad at climbing. Have you got any last-minute tips for me?
Don't fall. Let's rig you up.
And Joe, with these jobs, I think it's really important to just tell everyone how equally dangerous both parts are, like climbing up the tree and also collecting the nuts.
Oh, absolutely. My son received a concussion from dropping nuts. Now, when you get up there, I'm going to pass you the
big
stick.
Okay.
Good luck.
Godspeed.
Thank you. Is this high enough?
No, keep on moving.
I'm about 50 feet up a tree. I'm terrible at climbing. I'm scared of heights, and I'm trying to get some nuts to put in our beer, whilst Martin is just hanging out down there with Joe, chit-chatting.
The whole tree seems to be swaying quite a lot.
It does. Go ahead and lay right there on that branch.
Like a baby koala.
Okay, here comes your tool.
I thought Martin wasn't coming up.
Ah!
Oh, there's a beauty here. Martin, are you standing by with your nut wizard?
Already.
One.
There you go. Okay, Martin, there's some good ones in here. Okay, we've got two. Do you think that's enough for the beer, Martin?
We need, what, about 4 or 5 pounds?
You're doing a fine job down there.
I'll either be catching the nuts or catching you.
I think it's got about a 50-50 chance of being either at the moment.
The best walnuts are up high,
But I'm super high.
but you need to go higher.
Okay, I can't believe I'm doing this. There's actually some way down there.
No, those are better up there.
Okay, I'm taking your word
The
for
higher
it.
you can get, the better.
And Joe, the ones down here at our height, are they actually fine? We could use them, right?
Yeah, they're exactly the same.
I can't feel my legs, I'm a bit dizzy.
So all these ones here, Joe, are absolutely fine.
They're, yes, they are.
Do you think this is going to hold me?
It holds me.
They'll be fine.
Oh my goodness.
Do you think it is going to hold them? It is bending quite a lot.
Martin, there's some beauties up here. I can't believe I got this high.
Okay, I think that's plenty.
Okay, Joe, how the hell am I going to get down?
Just lower that leg down a little bit further and then just swing out. That's like you're dismounting a horse.
I hate horses as well.
We normally don't climb that high, by the way.
Oh, they're horribly astringent.
It's taking the surface off of my tongue.
Tasting these, we're definitely not going to use these in the beer.
So I've just risked life and limb for something we're not going to use in the beer. How much you get for the nuts that I've just picked?
All of them?
Yeah.
20 cents.
That's the hardest earned 20 cents I've ever made.
Well, 10 cents, half of it's mine.